Welcome to Healing with Hillary, where we awaken the healer within. If you're ready to align your body, mind, and spirit, you're in the right place. Loving a line 5, how projection shapes intimacy, what creates resentment and withdrawal, and how to love them without turning them into a role. Loving a line 5. Partner requires understanding a dynamic that often operates invisibly. Line 5s are not just relating to you as an individual. They are often relating to your expectations, assumptions, and projections. Whether you are aware of them or not, line 5s are natural problem solvers. Others tend to see them as capable, strong, and able to handle things. In relationships, this can quickly turn into pressure if it is not named and managed consciously. For a line 5, love feels safe when they are seen as a human being, not a solution. How a line 5 experiences love. A line 5 experiences love through clarity, consent, and realistic expectations. They bond most deeply with partners who are direct, transparent, and willing to take responsibility for their own needs. Line 5s often step into leadership without being asked. They notice what is not working and instinctively move to fix it. In relationships, this can be incredibly supportive when it is mutual and appreciated. They feel loved when their contributions are acknowledged without turning into obligation. Appreciation that does not come with a hidden demand allows them to stay engaged without resentment. They also experience love when their boundaries are respected. Being allowed to say no, to opt out, or to choose how much they give is essential. Without this freedom, their generosity becomes draining. What threatens and frightens a line 5 in love? The greatest fear for a line 5 is being projected onto without consent. This can happen when a partner unconsciously expects them to save, fix, or carry the emotional weight of the relationship. Line 5s are often assumed to be more capable than they feel. When expectations are unspoken, they may try to meet them anyway, fearing rejection or disappointment. Over time, this creates pressure and resentment. Another major fear trigger is blame. If a solution does not work, or if the relationship struggles, the line 5 may become the target of frustration. Being blamed for outcomes they never agreed to manage can be deeply damaging. They can also feel unsafe in relationships where communication is indirect. Vague needs, emotional hints, or passive dissatisfaction leave them guessing, which increases stress. At the core, a line 5 fears being loved only for what they provide, rather than who they are. How the not self shows up for a line 5. When a line 5 does not feel safe, the not self often shows up as over-delivery, followed by withdrawal. They may give more than they can sustain, trying to meet expectations before they are spoken. Eventually, this leads to burnout. When the pressure becomes too much, a line 5 may pull away abruptly, disengage emotionally, or detach from the relationship entirely. In some cases, resentment builds quietly. They may continue to function on the surface, while feeling increasingly disconnected inside. These patterns are not signs of emotional unavailability. They are signals that the line 5 has been placed in a role, rather than met as a partner. How to love a line 5 better. Loving a line 5 well begins with making expectations explicit. Do not assume they will handle something simply because they are capable. Ask, clarify, check in, share responsibility openly. Line 5s thrive in partnerships where problems are faced together, rather than handed to them. Collaboration creates trust. Assumption creates pressure. Appreciate their contributions without tying them to future obligations. Gratitude should not imply, "You'll keep doing this forever." Let appreciation stand on its own. Encourage honesty around limits. When a line 5 says no, respect it. When they express fatigue, believe them. This creates safety and prevents burnout. Be direct in communication. If something is not working, name it without blame. If you need support, ask clearly and be specific. Line 5s respond best to straightforwardness. How to support a line 5 when they are stressed? When a line 5 partner is stressed, they need relief from expectation. They need to know they are not responsible for fixing everything. A supportive approach is to take ownership of your own needs and emotions rather than handing them over. Let them know what you can handle and what you cannot. Reassure them that their worth is not tied to their usefulness. This often allows them to relax and re-engage naturally. Stress diminishes when the line 5 feels seen accurately and allowed to step out of the hero role. Closing perspective. A line 5 does not need to be elevated or idealized to feel loved. They need to be met honestly. When projection is replaced with clarity and expectation is replaced with collaboration, line 5s bring leadership, insight, and grounded support into relationship without losing themselves in the process. Loving a line 5 is not about finding someone to save you. It is about standing beside someone who chooses to help because they want to, not because they have to. Join the Conscious Love Blueprint to learn more about how your human design impacts your relationships. The link is in the video description.